Welcome back to Moonymakes. My name is Callie, and today I am so excited to share with you my fall donut hole recipe, my cinnamon sugar donuts, whatever you want to call them. These are so amazing. They're perfect for the fall and winter seasons. They have some of those warm, cinnamony, nutmeggy spices that you know and love this time of year. And they are so simple, and I can't wait to share this recipe with you. But before we begin, as always, please remember to subscribe, like, share, chat in the comment section, and follow me on social media for more recipes and additional content. So let's get right into the ingredients. Here we have some granulated sugar, brown sugar, flour, a little bit of vegetable oil or canola oil. We have 1 egg, baking powder, baking soda, salt, nutmeg, cinnamon, buttermilk, of course, vanilla, and that's it for now. So let's get right into it. And while we are getting all these ingredients prepared, you want to go ahead and get a large pot filled with neutral oil. I like using either vegetable oil or canola oil. Heat it up over medium. It's going to take some time for it to warm up because it's quite a bit of oil. So I kind of like to get it going now because this part, assembling the batter, takes no time at all. So I have that going, and let's get right into it. First things first, let's grab all of our dry ingredients and give them a little whisk to combine. So that is our flour, our salt, baking powder, baking soda, cinnamon, nutmeg, salt. Maybe I already said salt. But we are going to just stir this up, and you can use any kind of warm spice that you like. If you have some ground cardamom, you can use that. You can use some cinnamon and allspice. You can use all cinnamon. Whatever you want to do will go perfectly in this. Just think like pumpkin pie spice. That's the flavor we're going for. Okay. So I'm just gonna give this a little whiskeroo, like so. Great. And you know, we are going to be frying these donuts, and do not be nervous about frying them. It's really, really simple to do. I think the most important thing to know when you're frying at home, deep frying anything, is that the pot that you're using, and I know I already said this, needs to have high sides. That is crucial to make sure that this whole process of frying is safe, because as long as the oil doesn't, you know, bubble over the sides of the pan, you should be all right, okay? So a Dutch oven works really well, or, you know, any kind of large pot that you have is gonna do the trick. So next, I'm gonna move aside my dry ingredients, and I'm gonna work on my wet ingredients. So that includes both types of sugar. I don't have a lot of space here, if you can't tell, but that's okay. That includes both types of sugar, and I'm gonna add in my vegetable oil. And you know these donuts are gonna be really moist because of the ingredients I'm using. The oil, the buttermilk. I mean, this is all gonna make these really, really delicious and just have the perfect texture. So, okay, this is looking wonderful. Now I'm going to add my vanilla along with my egg. That is all going in. I'm gonna give this a whisk. Okay, and so next what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add my dry ingredients to my wet ingredients along with my buttermilk. And I might have to grab a bigger bowl. I don't know why I use such small bowls, but I'm gonna try my hardest to make this work. Okay, so as you can see, I cleaned up a little bit, and I have right here a baking sheet lined with parchment paper, and I just put a wire rack on top of it, and that's where we're gonna put the donuts once they are finished frying. You can also put some aluminum foil underneath, whatever works. Here I have some cinnamon sugar that we are gonna coat the donut holes in, and here I have my batter. And what I'm gonna do, I already have one little donut going in the oil right now, just a little test donut. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take an ice cream scoop. You don't have to use an ice cream scoop. I just think it's the easiest way to get the batter into the oil and kind of keep everything somewhat uniform in size. We're just gonna take a few dollops at a time, maybe like 3 or 4, maybe 5 of the batter, and we're just gonna put it in the oil to fry. And you're gonna let it fry on both sides, so flip halfway through. I don't know, maybe 2 minutes per side. What you're looking for is for the donut to be lightly golden brown on each side, and that's how you're gonna know they're done. It's that easy. These do not take a long time to make. I'm using my spider to kind of flip the donuts and take them out of the oil. I just think it's the easiest kitchen utensil to do this. And so yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing the same thing with every donut. I'll show you one in a second that's all finished. And they are so delicious. This is so simple. As you can see, it really does not take a whole lot of time at all to make. And they're just like the perfect cakey donuts, but I'm telling you, they're so moist. They're just so delicious. They are out of this world. They're so simple. And I have so many other donut recipes to come. I have some apple fritters that are gonna be really amazing for the fall time. And I can't wait to share them with you. So be sure to subscribe so you're notified when those recipes drop. And I have my test donut that's about done right now. As you can see, it's nice and kind of golden brown on every side. It was in the oil around 2 minutes per side. Again, you're more looking for color than the amount of time it takes for them to bake. But once this donut gets a little bit more manageable, I'm gonna put it into the cinnamon sugar and coat it on each side and then put it back onto the wire rack. And you want to coat the donut in the cinnamon sugar when it's still hot, because that way the cinnamon sugar is gonna adhere to the donut better, easier. But right now it's just piping hot. So you still want it warm, still want it hot, but like, it just came out of some oil, so it needs to rest for a little bit. So I'm gonna keep, making these in batches until we're all done. And again, you don't wanna overcrowd the oil either, because when you do that, you're gonna bring down the temperature of the oil, and you want the donuts to cook all the way through, not just like on the outside of them. So maybe 4 or 5 donuts at a time, and you're in business. So I'm gonna keep frying these up, and I will show you what they look like when they're done. Okay, so we are back. I hope that you can tell in that close-up just how fluffy and moist these donut holes are. The texture is perfect. The flavor is even better. These are just so perfect. They're so soft. They're better than any donut hole you'll get at Dunkin' Donuts, or I don't know, wherever you're getting your donuts from. These are top-notch. They are so delicious. They're so simple. You're gonna love them, and I can't wait for you to make this recipe at home. And for the full recipe and instructions, head to my blog, moonymakes.com. I'll put the link in the description box below. Click on the link. The recipe will come right up. And make these fall donut holes, cinnamon sugar donut holes, whatever you want to call them. I promise you will regret it. You're gonna love it.